Thank you, buddy. This is going to be a quick one, boys. That's why I only label it that. Playoff football, and I'm working on some videos and stuff, so I will be streaming more tomorrow, but we'll go ahead and go in here and get this one going. See how good or bad it'll be. Never know. Double check. I got extra rods. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm just streaming this one, bro. That's only a half hour. The later comps, there's football games on I want to watch today, Mia, bro. NFL football playoffs here in America, man. Holy cow, about that. This is already dead. Not even a bite, huh? That's a long arbitrary timer there. Holy cow, man. If I could somehow get lucky and get the unique out of here, then I can go for a small. Yeah, you can only use mouse lures in this one. You can't use any other lure. It's got to be mouse lures. So generally speaking, you want to use a small mouse for the small one and a larger mouse for the large one. But it doesn't always work out like that, but just logically speaking, that should be your approach. Or throw a 5-0 out and try to get the small one and the large one off the same lure. I think that's large, and we're going to muscle him in. Even if it damages our reel, just to save us time here. And hopefully don't get stuck on the island. $112, not exactly what we wanted, but we did get the unique. With that being said, hold on a second. Clip that. Muscled that right in on that reel. I was gonna do a video on it. I think back in the day, I don't think the sonar was actually that reliable, but I think it tells you what depth they're at and that sort of thing. I wouldn't say it's 100% accurate, but it does seem to help. I've noticed it more and more lately. I do think it's somewhat useful. Yes. But I've also caught fish on, it showed fish there that I could never catch, and then it's also not showed fish, and I've caught them before. Is it 100% reliable? No, but I think it is somewhat useful. Good evening, Peter. Alright, they get a lot smaller than that. Oh man, I can't. I've took second at once and first another time. It ranges, man. I want to say anywhere from 795 as high as probably 815 or so, somewhere in there, man. They can get all the way down to 18 pounds and all the way up to 132 pounds, so that's a big differential. What I'm trying to do is get one in the 20. Yeah, it's expensive. The boats are expensive, but yeah, I think the sonar somewhat works, man. I really do. At least on the water depth, I've noticed before that it's kind of accurate. Okay, so now I'm trying to get, strategy-wise, anybody that follows along and plays in this later, be careful that you don't go to your first spot. I used to play this a lot differently, no matter where your spots are. You're better off trying to go for a small after you've got your trophy and you're coming out, because to throw this small one, it's a ½ ounce, so you have to throw it on lighter gear normally. With that being said, you're better off trying to get the big ones out first before you throw that. In other words, you could actually get a unique or a trophy on the smaller setup, and that is not ideal for fight time. So anybody that might watch this back in the future, keep that in mind. In other words, don't go to a fresh spot, throw out a 2-0 on a small setup, because more times than not, you'll get a trophy, and it's a big fight on a river spear, or if you're trying to throw a Zeus out there or something, a smaller setup. Thank you, Kumar. Appreciate it. In other words, the same kind of thing, too, if you're playing in the Nile Emperor or one long and one short, that kind of thing. I think you're better off targeting a small for your gap competitions once you've got the big ones out of the way. In other words, they can't respawn. So you should have, anywhere from, right now, I could have anywhere from 20 pounders up to 50 pounders, which my gear can handle. What do you mean a co-op? I just labeled this one accordingly because I'm only playing in just the one comp. Yeah. Normally I'll just put Sunday competitions or whatever, but since I'm on, I needed that one. And sometimes the games just mean to you and give you nothing but 35 and 40 pounders. Oh, sometimes, yeah. Sometimes I play with friends. That's actually not too bad. Could have a little smaller one. That's not horrible. Let me cast back out and see. Now, obviously, if you find yourself in this situation, a 25 pounder is not horrible, but they will get down to 22, 23, 24 pounds. There is rare times that you can get an 18 pounder. I think I got a 21 pounder once in this, but I've never got the 18 pounder. But a 25 is an okay small. They do get smaller, but they'll at least keep you in striking distance. Now, obviously, I don't want to kill my whole time going for a small, so since I got an okay small, I should probably be better off going for another unique here shortly, guys. But let me make another cast or two here real quick. And I have noticed once you catch 4 or 5 from a spot, it's kind of hard to get more too. So keep a note of that. In other words, you could play in this, get your trophy unique out, get 3 40 or 50 pound smalls, and never get that 20 pound small like I got there. So that can happen to you. It'll just go dead. So kind of the general rule of thumb I follow in my head is probably 4 to 5 taming per spot, and it's a very, very quick comp too. Only had a half hour there. I got 5, got 4. I'll try to see 2 more casts. If I don't get one, I'm out of here. But yeah, normally 4 or 5 from one spot's kind of, anything over that's kind of pushing it. This comp I wish was 45 minutes. This one's actually pretty fun. And with time being a concern, sometimes you're better off to save yourself time, pause, switch to the big lure, rotate away to save yourself a little bit of drive time, come back, and then just go over to the whatever your next spot would be. Obviously, save myself time driving all the way up here and just simply hopping in my boat and going right over to the next spot. And from here, we gotta hope we can get another unique in time and hope it's bigger than about 120 pounds or so. And I want to say these taimen get down as small as the smallest unique taimen I want to say is around 89 pounds, so you can get really unlucky that way too. And I am grinding my reel to save time. There's one taimen. Trophy's out of the way. Again, knowing the situation you're in, obviously if you had already had a 120 pounder, you'd be trying to get a smaller one more than likely. And there's a 120 pounder. Two keys notes there. If you guys notice what I'm doing, I'm pretty much shredding my reel, taking damage to the reel, but the fight time, as you noticed, was a lot better. Really, really quick fight time there. And obviously, if you're concerned, if you're going to play it that way, normally bring in extra reel. If you don't want to do any more damage than that, just bring in extra reel for what you got. And I normally bring up a backup rod as well. But you can tell considerable amount of time savings there. I'm going to go ahead and cast back and just see if somehow I can get lucky and get a small couple casts, and I'll probably go hit one more spot. But we got two uniques out. We got one small at 25. And we got a common, a trophy, and a unique from this spot, so there should be a common or two left. So I'll probably kill about 3 minutes over here and see if we can get a smaller than the 25. But as you can see, there's a guy at 800 and another guy at 814, and no telling how small their smalls are. Your number 7th in trophy whiskers, are you getting an okay bite? That comp can be weird too, Kumar. Sometimes you just don't get bites like you need. I've been dead like in that one before. Ah, that was a nice small there. Unfortunately, that swam away. Dang it. That one just was not programmed to bite, and you could tell, fellas. You will notice that. Alright, one more cast. I was hoping to get a smaller than 25, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen right here. Hey, Starship. Back with the aliens, huh? Oh, that is not a 25-pounder. I'm glad it swam off. There's another one that just spawned and didn't bite. What is going on over here? Oh, yeah, because it's trophies only, Kumar. I should have told you that. Yeah, it's trophies only. Uniques do not count. So you get the unique Saurium, Ripsaw, or the Whiskered there. It will not. Yep, I've had that happen in that one. The time when you need unis, or you don't need unis to hit, right? That's the way that goes, man. Alright, I've wasted enough time over here. Good grief, man. So you're saying. Mm-hmm. You're not part alien, are you, Starship? Holy Jablico. Look at the size of that. Okay, JL, I don't know if you're watching this one, but good luck placing on this one. That guy almost got a max size big one there, 131 pounds. Good fish, my man. If you're lucky here, you can get through this without wrecking. Yeah, no hope on this one. 131 pounder. Cuckoo-ca-choo. That's a big one there, boys. That's almost like getting a 451 pound perch right there, fellas. Alright, same thought process. Thin out the big ones first before you even consider going for a small. If you're lucky, you can get 3 uniques in this. I think I got 4 once, but it was a stretch. But there is a unique available here. Don't mean he'll bite, and don't mean it's active. As you can see, since the guy in 4th and 5th have, it almost makes more sense for me going for a small one. Yep, that's kind of where I'm at. I was trying to go to a fresh spot and hope I can get this out of here quick. But yeah, I probably should have kept going for a small one. Strategically speaking, yes. But the odds are I throw out here right now without thinning out one of the big ones is pretty slim. But those ones over there kept missing, so I getting frustrated. Man, this spot's starting to seem... Come on, be active, be active. Hey, Zach, how's it going, buddy? My only hope is this is a trophy reunion here. Preferably this is not a common, because I have not thinned out anything. Oh, that is a common. Well, good luck, Zach. You've had some good RNG lately, so maybe that'll continue for you, man. I have not had good RNG lately. Oh, you almost beat ZH on a catfish trial? Nice. Alright, there's the trophy. Now I can play this two ways here at the end. I can grind a little bit and see if the unique can get my third unique out of here, or I can just target a small and hope I can pass the guys that are in fourth and fifth with a smaller small. Because the odds are they got a 24 or 23 pounder. So what's my chances here? Get a bigger unique or a smaller small? Yeah. There's a good strategy to this one, but yeah. You know what the funny part is, though? I'm probably going to do this cast. Believe it or not, you will get a unique on a 2-0, and I got a river spear with me. That's what I throw the 2-0 out there. I used to even use a Zeus with a thunder spin, but that got me in trouble a couple times. You could probably use a Thetis or something, to be honest. Probably still get it out there. But for whatever reason, I get a nice steady bite with this river spear, and the river spears were actually released for the Selenge in general, so I think it's a nice setup for these mice. Not ideal if you get a trophy on it, though, especially if you're anchored. And sometimes a 40 pounder will give you more of a fight than you want. That was too big. I did not want that. But yeah. In other words, be fair warned. You can get a unique on a 2-0, believe it or not. It's happened to me. The game can just punish you like that. And since this is a half-hour comp, even though I probably could have set and targeted a small longer, the odds are, since this is only a half-hour and a 2-hour... Ooh, see, that was probably the unique there, which is fine. He missed it. Yes, the vampire mouse does count. And in this particular situation, I'm going to muscle this in. I tried to save this reel because I did not bring a backup reel for this. Unfortunately, this feels bigger than I want. And boy, am I shredding this reel. Oh my god, and did I get the unique? See what I'm talking about, fellas? I'm pretty sure I got something a lot bigger than I wanted. Let's see if this reel will hold up, though. Is that just a big 50 pounder, or is this the unique on a 2-0? Like I was saying, boys. Boy, I'm going to shred this reel. I don't have no choice. I'll never get it in time if I let off of it. See how... I guess this is a good test to see how these reels hold up. And when will it break? What is the breaking point on these? Will it break at 0? I usually don't test it much under 75%. Is it going to snap? I can't get it in either way. All right, boys, I got a 121 pounder off of a river spirit and a 2-0, like I was telling you, boys. That's why normally you don't want to cast, like I said. You do not want to cast out there with that setup. I did rank up, however, boys. 3 bait coins for all our torture. We did get that in. But yeah, bring spare reels. That'll be a good little clip there. Hold on here. Save recent gameplay. Let's do the last 5. That's duly noted there, but we did, let me look at this setup real quick for you guys. We did get 3 uniques, but I kept telling you guys that. That's why normally, I could have just kind of play it by ear. Now, let's say you come into that later on, and that's kind of what the score is looking like. Obviously, I could have went for a small, try to get a 22, 23 pound small, but nonetheless, you want to talk about the power of this new, even though max drag's not a thing, it actually is, and it's more powerful than ever before. I'll put a clip up on it, but I think you guys understand the moral of the story. Yes, bring you another, backup ultimate roller as well, or whatever your choice is to throw the small one. But as you can see, we muscled that in barely by the skin of our teeth to get that in. But I just think strategically wise, you're better off getting your unique out of the way and your trophy. That way that does not happen to you guys. That way that does not happen to you. But nonetheless, we did get 3 uniques in that. But looking at the score-wise there, what's going to happen is there's going to be several more caught anyway. So I could have gained more by getting a smaller one. Small is very important. We had a 25-pound small in that. But as early as this is, you're going to see that leaderboard's going to change probably for sure. Knowing that they already got the got almost max ones, 128 and 131. But definitely a fun comp to participate in. Small is very crucial. So if I could have got a 22-pounder in there, I might have been able to be in the hunt. But nonetheless, definitely gives you a basic idea what to do there, boys. But yes, definitely bring extra reels, and that reel shredding is what I'm going to start calling it. Reel shredding in comps is definitely a thing now, boys. Hopefully you got the money. If not, budget wisely. Doesn't mean you have to do it in every comp, but in some of those comps, it's definitely going to make a difference. If that would have been one where I already had a nice small fish, and I was able to get that in, that sort of thing, it could help you in a clutch for sure, get it in fish, as I was anchored. Definitely outmatched on a Taiman with only a 60-pound setup there. So again, I got football and stuff to watch later on here. I'd play in these two, but we got the upcoming playoff football coming on here in about 45 minutes. So I'm gonna work on some clips and stuff in the meantime. But appreciate you guys tuning in. Tomorrow I do have quite a few fun comps. Mini fellas is somewhat fun. I think that's a really bad peak for that one though. Scores from the bottom can be fun. Extravaganza, is always good. This one's kind of slow, and this one can be slow. But there's 4 or 5 comps I'll put up tomorrow. Do appreciate you guys tuning in, and good luck to everybody on that. But yeah, it's that. If you got the money, don't hesitate to bring yourself an extra reel or 2. Obviously, it's a 30-minute comp, so if you can get those things in, the quicker you can get them in, the more casting you can do, that sort of thing. So I would definitely, I think as these comps evolve, unless they change something, I don't know why you wouldn't want to, that's what you did earlier, yep. I don't know why you wouldn't want to do some damage to your reels, guys. You're just going to have to keep up. It's one of those sink or swim things. The top players that got all those money it's going to definitely be a thing where they're grinding the heck out of those reels. So it is unfortunate for some of the guys that don't have the money that, some of the other guys do have. But with that being said, you guys are farming in your club series thing. Maybe you talk to your guys, say, hey, we need to farm at the Congo and farm for some bigger fish. That way you got some money for the comps, guys. So take care, and I hope this helps out somebody someday. Know how to do the Siberian con here on Fishing Planet. Yep. Good job, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.